Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all students. Yes, let us continue the chapter number 5, the summit within. In the previous part, we have seen that HPS Ahluwalia about him, and we have seen what is the summary of the chapter, as well as we have seen to the paragraphs in which we have seen that what was the feeling of HPS Ahluwalia when he was standing on the top of the mountain, and whatever emotion he was feeling over that, and what he felt by achieving that, and what he was thinking about himself, and actually what he was telling about the mind summit, and what are all the questions aroused in his mind. And to that question I have told you that answer which he has told about himself is we are going to do in this chapter, in this video. So see that what he was telling. All these thoughts led me to question myself as to why people climb mountains. All the thoughts which came in his mind made him to ask such a question to himself that why he had climbed the mountain. So it is not easy to answer. So he was telling to himself that it is not easy to answer whatever question I have asked to myself, because the simplest answer would be as others have said. The simplest answer, like others used to say, as because it is there. Because now whatever you have achieved in your life, first standard or second standard, you have achieved like first rank, second rank. So when we ask something that how you achieved, why you have achieved, you will say that yes, it is my duty, I have to achieve. Like first standard, I have to achieve fullest. So like that only, everybody used to give like simple answer only, yes, I have to do that, I have done, like that. So it is a passion of him, so he has done that, yes. So here it presents great difficulties. So it presents a great difficulty to answer such a questions, and man takes delight in overcoming obstacles. So many people find joy in overcoming the obstacles, the hard work and the obstacles, we can say, when anything happens in opposition against you, you are overcoming that and you are achieving that, you feel that success will feel so much proud, we can say. That is what his feeling was, and he was saying that man takes happiness in overcoming obstacles. And the obstacles in climbing a mountain are physical. There is not any hard work, mind isn't there, but physically they should be very strong in overcoming the obstacles when they want to climb the mountain. And a climb to a summit means endurance, persistence and willpower. As I already said that when you have a quality of bearing the pain, when you want to achieve something, persistence to be on the same active position if anything comes on your way, and willpower, that is the strong determination which you are having. If these three qualities you are having to achieve any goal, you can achieve easily, as HPS Ahluwalia is saying, because these three qualities he imbibed himself and he achieved the summit. So here the demonstration of these three physical qualities, if these three physical qualities are there, is no doubt exhilarating. It is no doubt. It is exhilarating means exciting, very exciting, that as it was for me also. So it is not only I am telling to all of you, it is also for me that all these three qualities which I have in myself, that is what excited me to do such a kind of achievement in my life. Like that he was saying, and through this picture you can see that how he was very much strong enough to achieve something in his life. Let us move on to the next paragraph. Yes, I have a more personal answer to this question. So what he was saying is, I have more personal answer to this question because for my childhood, I have been attracted by mountains. I had been lost when away from mountains in the plains. So what he was saying, I have a very personal answer to this question, that why I have climbed the Mount Everest. Because from childhood days he was attracted to the mountains, and he used to see far away from the mountains, imagining that he would one day climb the mountain. By seeing the nature and everything, he was admired by the mountains, and he was saying that it has been miserable, it has been sad, lost when away from the mountains. When I was away from the mountain, I feel sad and everything. I feel like unhappy that I am not able to stand on the front, and I am not able to see in the front of that. So here in the plains, when I was standing down on far away from the mountain, I would feel unhappy that I was not standing on the top of that mountain. It was from the childhood days he used to feel like that. And mountains are nature at its best. So we all know that mountains are very beautiful, majestic, impressive when we see from far distance. But that beauty and majesty pose a great challenge. We feel like it is a very natural this and that, but when we want to do something from that with a natural beauty, when we also want to achieve something, that we will feel like I'm standing there and on the first rank. You feel imagination is very good, but when you want to achieve that first rank, you go on through the whole year by studying this and that and everything. That is the hard work. So here also he was saying that maybe your imagination of thinking on standing of the mountain is very much beautiful and joy, exciting, everything is okay. But what he was saying pose a great, it offer a great challenge. To achieve that, it gives a great challenge, and like many, I believe that mountains are means of communion with God. Because we can see from the far away that mountains will reach the sky. We can see like that it is communing to the God. It is having communication with God, we can say. And once having granted this, the question remains, like he was answering to this, okay, but once he granted this, he was saying that the question remains, why Everest? There are so many other mountains. He was saying that, he was asking me why I have climbed the Mount Everest. He was saying that mountains, he want to climb everything, okay. But the question is half remained, because the half of the question he has answered, that he was climbing the mountain, that he was having the passion, okay. But why he climbed the Everest? Yes, because it is the highest. We all know that it is the highest Mount Everest, and the mightiest, the greatest we can say, and has defied many previous attempts and has failed by the people to achieve that. There are so many other people who have a passion to climb, but they have failed in achieving that. So I have to do something which has been so much, we can say that something which will be remained by the people's mind. So here it takes the last ounce of one's energy. It is not an easy task. Till the last breath, till the last energy of one, even the small energy which we will have, that will be used when you are climbing the mountain. So it is a brutal struggle. It is a very strong struggle with rock and ice. Once taken up, it cannot be given up halfway. So when you feel like climbing and half you have climbed, and you cannot give up by climbing down, because even when one's life is at stake, even the life of a people is at a risk when they have climbed half of the mountain and they want to come back, it is not an easy task, because the passage back is as difficult as the passage onwards. So what he was saying, that we started to climb, and half of the mountain you have climbed, and you are at a risk of climbing, and you are not able to do that, you want to come back. He was saying that as much as you have climbed, the more risk is that you want to come back on from that, because onwards how you have to take a risk, the same risk you are going to take down also. So that is what he was saying through this paragraph. Now let us move on to the next. That what he was saying is, the summit is climbed. Now the top of the mountain or hill is climbed. There is the exhilaration, very excitement in him and the joy of having done something. So he had got the joy that he had achieved something and the sense of battle fought and won. So what happened? The battle which he was started to climb the mountain has fought by him and he was achieved and won in that by standing on the top of that mountain. So here there is a feeling of victory and of happiness. Both the feeling he is getting, victory as well as happiness, and glimpsing a peak in the distance. Glimpsing the peak by looking, he was just shining himself by on the top of that mountain standing, and I get transported to another world. So when you achieve something, when you are standing on the top of the mountain by achieving your goal in any field, so when you are standing on that position by award winning, you feel like that gives you some another world you are there. And I experience a change within myself. He also imbibed that feeling when he was done that, and which can only be called mystical, magical we can say, and by its beauty, aloofness which we can see that very much alone, very much high we can say, mild, ruggedness, very rough area, and the difficulties encountered on the way. So what he was saying, the experience changed my life because the experience which I was traveling when I was climbing the mountain, there is not only I just climbed, that is so many rough and tough the path was when I was climbing that made me to reach that, and Everest did. And he draws me to it, and Everest did, and it is a challenge that difficult to resist, that I cannot feel, because that is very difficult task which I have made, and I cannot think that I have achieved that. Like that he was saying through this paragraph. Now let us move on to the next part of the story in the next video. So I hope till here you have understood, and the next remaining part of the chapter we will do in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.